Okay, we are rolling in 3, 2, 1. Roll it. Stand by, studio. Video. Coming to you. You're on air.
Hello and welcome to the News on NT International. I am Dennis Adigunloye. Let's begin with the headlines.
Play. Read.
Former President of Obasanjo calls for unity in Africa as intra-Africa trade fair gets underway in Algeria.
Read.
First Lady Oluremi Tinubu unveils new national competition, Green Nigeria Challenge.
Read.
And European powers condemn Israel's strikes on Qatar.
Coming to you. You're on air.
Made in Nigeria products are taking the spotlight again, expanding into new markets and attracting fresh demand across Africa. Comfort and Module reports from the 2025 Intra-Africa Trade Fair, where Nigerian businesses are pitching their strengths and forging connections with key players on the continent.
Play.
Nigeria is making a bolder statement on the global stage with its dynamic participation at the IATF 2025, showcasing a diverse range of products, innovations and investment opportunities, positioning itself as a key driver of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA.
They've taken a lot of contracts from networking, a lot of contracts, a lot of MOUs are being signed. We at NEPC we will now follow through to ensure that we seal it. And there's a lot of communication and networking between them and other countries.
For the very first time, the IATF will be held in West Africa, and Nigeria actually won the bid to host the next IATF in 2027. From Algiers, Algeria, and Comfort and Module, NTA News.
You're live.
And at the Intra-African Trade Fair in Algeria, former President Olusegun Obasanjo had a message that Africa must unite to achieve the Africa we want.
Play.
He told global and trade leaders that rhetoric is no longer enough. Only concrete action and political will can deliver integration and real development across the continent.
Track up.
Can we trade more among ourselves? How much do we know of what we produce? We need to go back and make sure that we manage diversity so that we have inclusivity in our management of diversity.
Read.
Former Afrexim Bank President
arising from colonialism.
Okay, read.
Comfort and Model reports that harmonizing policies and cutting red tape are some of the recommendations coming out of IATF 2025, pushing that the continent be ready not just to trade, but to thrive.
Coming to you. You're on air.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has called for collective action to actualize the administration's skills acquisition drive, saying the era of working in isolation is over. He gave the charge during the 7th meeting of the National Council on Skills at the Presidential Villa. State House correspondent Abdulrahman Jibrilla reports.
The skills revolution is one of the promises of the Tinubu administration to Nigerians. Vice President Kashim Shettima at this meeting charged relevant stakeholders to unite in ensuring that every Nigerian acquires the skills needed, commending Kaduna State government for setting up and chairing the first Council on Skills. describing it as exemplary, urging other subnationals to follow suit.
The era of operating in silos is over. We must move towards a new streamlined workflow that embeds collaboration directly into the process of curriculum development and funding.
The Kaduna Vocational and Skills Development Institute recently admitted over 30,000 students, part of stronger commitment to ensuring that the council achieves its established goals, particularly in job creation. From the State House, Rahman Jibrila, NTA News.
You're on air.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga has congratulated Sheikh Nyang on his appointment as Minister of Foreign Affairs of Senegal. The new foreign minister until his appointment was the permanent representative of Senegal.
Coming to you. You're on air.
Let's go to Zambia, where the country's technology and science minister Felix Mutati says it is time for African countries to share best practices in industrial and skills development. He was speaking at the opening of the Industrial Skills Week Africa in Lusaka.
What I'm expecting is that we need acceleration, we need to be impacted, and not just by words, we need actions.
With the Tazara in the early years when it was initially constructed, Zambia imported a lot of labor from Southeast Asia. And what we've seen now is that Tazara is almost gone defunct because we skipped the critical stage of ensuring that the locals were equipped with the relevant skills.
These are some of the many issues they hope can be addressed by the end of the conference.